Good morning, students. This is our second part explanation of chapter number 1, that is storage and memory device. Let's continue with the chapter. Page number 7, types of memory. Every computer has a certain amount of memory. The memory capacity determines how much data and instructions can be stored in a computer, either temporarily or permanently. The memory of a computer is of two types. Okay, in this paragraph, this tells about the memory of our computer system. Memory is a storage device of computer where different types of data and instructions are stored. Since computer is a machine and it comes with limited memory, which specifies what amount of data can be stored in it and for how long. That means whether the file is saved temporarily or permanently. Computer has two types of memory. First is internal memory and second is external memory. Let's see the figure 4.1, types of computer memory. Memory is divided into two parts. First part is internal or primary memory and second part is external or secondary memory. Internal memory is further classified into two types, that is RAM and second is ROM. Secondary memory or external memory is also classified into four types, that is hard disk, CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc or flash drive or pen drive, and memory cards. Before moving further, let me tell you something about internal and external memory. As now we know that computer has two types of memory. First is internal or primary memory and second is external or secondary memory. Let's see the internal memory first. Okay, computer comes with the internal memory. This is the main memory which is built inside the computer at the time of production in factories itself. Internal memory stores some temporary and permanent files. External memories are the secondary memory and that can be attached later to our computer whenever needed. Let's take an example. Internal memory is like our brain that we get by birth. To keep limited memories and information, we may keep some temporary or some permanent memories or information in it. External memories is like our notebook or photo albums or pen drive, etc., on which we can store any amount of important informations or memories permanently in it. Let's move back to the book and read internal memory. Internal memory. Internal memory is also called primary memory or main memory. It is the built-in memory designed to store data and instructions while the computer is working. It is always easier to access data or programs from the internal memory as it is the fastest of all forms of computer data storage. Primary memory is of two types. Okay, in this paragraph, internal memory, also known as primary or main memory. All computer comes with attached internal memory. As these memories are inside the computer, so information or programs stored here can be fastly accessible in comparison to any other types of memories. Internal memories are made to store all the data or instructions while computer works. Okay. The first type of internal memory is RAM, that is random access memory. It stores the information temporarily and works like a blackboard that can be constantly overwritten with new data. The information stored in the memory is lost when you turn off the computer or when the power goes off. Okay, RAM is a temporary memory. It stores input, instructions, and output but loses all the information when the computer is turned off. Let me give you an example. Suppose we are working on MS Paint and drawing something, and suddenly computer or laptop turns off because of power cut or low battery, and we didn't save it on any secondary storage device. Now, the next time when we turn on the computer, we won't get that drawing we were working before power cut. That means RAM is like a blackboard where only the current class content can be shown and written, and the written material can be changed with the new or the next class matter. Here, let's read an example that is written on our book. Example: it is like a calculator where information exists till the calculator is on. The moment you turn off the calculator, all the data disappears. In this example, RAM is compared with a calculator where all the information and the calculation lost as soon as we turn off the calculator. Let's read the ROM. ROM, read-only memory. It holds the startup instructions that prepare a computer for use. The instructions stored in ROM can only be read and cannot be changed. It retains the stored information even when power is switched off. ROM stores a large amount of data as compared to RAM. Okay, in this paragraph, it tells that ROM is a permanent memory. That means all the stored information cannot be lost with the power cut or the system turns off, and the information once saved cannot be changed. Hence, all the booting and startup instructions are stored here. For example, we cannot change the process of turn on and shutting down the computer because these instructions are saved in ROM. All such commands are called predefined or default command. That means these commands can only be read and cannot be changed ever. ROM can store more data in comparison to RAM. Let's see the example that is given on the book. ROM is like an audio disc that can be played, but we cannot record anything on it except in a few selected circumstances. Here, ROM is compared with an audio disc or a cassette, which can be played but cannot be recorded later. Okay, next topic is external memory. External memory. It is a device that is used to store information for a longer period. Data is not lost in the external memory even when the computer is turned off. The external memory is essential because the internal memory of a computer has a limited storage capacity. External memory is also called secondary memory. When we run a program, it is copied from secondary storage into the internal memory. It takes more time to access data from secondary memory as compared to internal memory. External memory is the secondary memory, and it stores the data permanently. That means whatever we store here is not going to lost with the power cut. External memory is very important because it provides us extreme storage space by attaching as many secondary storage to our computer, and gave a solution to limited internal memory. Thus, we can say that by using external memory, we can increase our computer memory as compared to internal memory. Program or file stored in external memory takes more time to run because the file first have to be copied on the internal memory to execute. Okay, let's read the storage device. In our daily life, we use many storage devices such as cupboard, bookshelf, refrigerator, school bags, etc. to store various relevant items in them. A computer also uses various storage devices to store data in them, which varies in storage capacity. For example, hard disk, pen drive, CD, etc. These are permanent or non-volatile storage devices. In this paragraph, it tells, like in our daily life, we use different types of storage devices and in different shapes and size to store and manage our things. Likewise, computer also has some different types of secondary storage device which comes in various sizes. For example, hard disk, CD, pen drive, etc. And the files are stored here when we save it by using save button. All these storage devices are permanent or non-volatile storage device. That means data will not lost on the power cut. This is for now. Next week we will see the hard disk, CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc and read the further chapter. Thank you.